Hillary. I really did everything that I could to avoid making a video directed at you. However, I found myself in something that I like to call a Longworth moral dilemma. Do I remain silent and passionately despise you to myself, or do I lay my cards out on the table and try diligently to articulate my disgust in a form that won't land me in federal prison, and hopefully opening the eyes of some of your die-hard feminist Nazi fans along the way? If you're watching this, then your less than mediocre brain should have concluded that I decided to go with the latter. So, let's just begin. For some reason, your extremely underdeveloped frontal lobe has foolishly led you to believe that it would be a brilliant idea to run in the 2016 presidential campaign. As a result, true-blooded American patriots, such as myself, the ones who are actually still loyal to this country, have had to endure that painful scratching noise that you like to call intelligent spew from your mouth like typical Clinton diarrhea. As agonizing as this has been to watch, what is more disconcerting to me is that you are capable of standing up in front of the world to proclaim that you possess not only the capabilities, but also the credentials to run this beloved country. And thinking that you would do anything but drive the rest of what we have left to our name straight into the seventh circle of hell. I must say, your ability to keep a straight face throughout this entire process is almost impressive. Unfortunately, for you, there are still many of us who see through your carefully sculpted mask and straight into the eyes of one of the biggest traitors this country has ever taken under her wing. For those of you who are ignorant enough to follow blindly behind the Clinton circus of bona fide bitch bags, let me just break this down stupid style so that you can keep up. Gestapo, Silly Billy's dirty secret scandal, stealing from the White House, Filegate, Hillary's deputy chief of staff, Huma Abedin, Vince Foster, Emailgate, Whitewater, when Hillary said she landed under sniper fire in Bosnia. The Clinton body count, Benghazi, Chinagate, Travelgate, Watergate, drug dealer donor scandal, Ponzi scheme and political favor scandal, and you, Hillary, the biggest scandal of them all. And you think that you have the credentials with this background to run my country? In 1974, you were fired from your job by your supervisor, Jerry Seifman, who said, and I quote, "She was an unethical and dishonest lawyer. She conspired to violate the Constitution, the rules of the House, the rules of the committee, and the rules of confidentiality." Does that really sound like an individual who is fit to lead this country? I cannot determine what is more alarming to me. A group of Islamic extremists who brutally execute thousands of men, women, and children in front of the world, or a presidential candidate that has a record of illegal activity, which she should have been incarcerated for, with her own hidden agenda to destroy what's left of these United States and the connections and friendships to do so. You have, on a number of occasions, proven to the wolves that roam this land that you are by very definition a traitor to not only the United States of America, but a traitor to your own integrity. You stand on the forefront of the greatest election since our independence and stumble over our Constitution while catching your balance on our liberties. Countless times you have proven yourself a disgrace to those who do not sit idly by and listen to your proverbial and narcissistic diatribe that you preach to the weak-minded. You have literally turned your back on the men and women who have bled for the power that you abuse. Men and women who have selflessly died in war to protect the freedoms of our countrymen. Men and women who have left their families and set aside their differences and laid down their lives so that you can steal their liberties, laugh at their sacrifices, and mock their honor. And now you assume that you possess the bravery to lead my brothers and sisters into war? To command them with integrity on a battlefield seated with honor? You have spit in the face of the very foundation that you still have the privilege of standing on. You have unmasked the very image of what a coward looks like, and you have most certainly managed to mask the truths of your deceit so the blind cannot recognize you for what you really are, a waste of human existence. You are not fit to lead this country anywhere except straight back down the shitter that you crawled out of. You are a prisoner of your own evil, chained down by the shackles of your arrogance and strapped to the grenade of American justice that you just pulled the pin on. It is only a matter of time until the shrapnel blows up into your ass and out of that treacherous mouth that you used to deceive your way to the top. And the people of this great country will have front row seats to the execution of your career, and the men and women who have lost their lives at the hands of your deliberate negligence will no longer be dangling from your guilt-free conscience. My country will not fall to the hands of your corrupt administration. I need you to understand something, America. If you vote for Hillary, you will be handing over the last shred of integrity that this country has to a woman who willfully threw hers away many years ago. She is not the answer to America's problems. She is America's problem. Ladies, if you're voting for Clinton based solely on the fact that her vagina fits your incessant need for vagina power, do us all a favor. Go sit on your thumb, wiggle it around a little, and let me know if you find your brain up there. Until then, stay as far away from the polls as possible before you hurt yourselves. I'll end this with a quote from my father. Hillary, you are a prevaricating, disingenuous, disrespectful, and egocentric bag of runny fecal matter. The only job you are fit for is a poster child for Soylent Green. If only your mother would have swallowed. End quote. Go fuck yourself.